What are some poor hygiene mistakes that many people make without even realizing, and what simple steps can every person take to improve their hygiene? One of my 16-year-old students once said, "You know, some people put on deodorant right after they wash their armpits. That's so useless." I was baffled that I had to explain to so many teenagers that yes, that is how you use it, because you put it on to prevent smelling. They had just been putting it on during the day after a break, thinking it would dissolve their sweat. The number of people that don't wash their ass is astounding. Yes, people can tell. Yes, it's really that bad. Here's the super simple fix. Wash your damn ass. Pee within 30 minutes of having sex to clean out your urethra. I have stopped having UTIs since I learned this. Change your towel regularly, at least once a week. If your towel smells, and you use it, you will smell too. You may not be able to tell the difference, but others will. Man. More than one towel. That's rich living. Lol, seriously though, I own 2 and do laundry once a week. I should own like 4 mildew smell sets in fast. Use white vinegar instead of softener in the wash, and do a soak cycle with the vinegar. It will fix the mildew smell in a wash or two, assuming it's not too terribly mildewy. On the same note, you don't need to wash your towel every use as long as you hang it up to dry. Bacteria requires moisture to grow. As long as you're 90% clean when you use the towel and you let the towel dry, then the small amount of bacteria that stays on the towel can barely grow. Second, even if you plan to wash your towel later, hang it up to dry. My parents complain that their towels smell musty even though they wash them after every use. The reason? It's because instead of hanging them to dry after a shower, they toss them right in the hamper where they sit for up to a day or two before getting washed. Even after a wash, that smell can stick. I never got that smell after I moved out, even though my washing habits were less rigorous. If one of your cheeks breaks out more than the other, consider cleaning your phone more. They are fucking filthy and the contact can gunk up your pores. Or wash your pillowcase. Same reason. Holy shit, I've been breaking out on the cheek I sleep on. But I just got new pillowcases and pillows a few days ago, and have just recently broken out, so like. Not brushing their tongue. Brush your tongue to break up the smelly microflora there, especially near the back, just short of making yourself gag. I just had this convo with a friend the other night. He thought he was weird for buying tongue scrapers, and I thought he was weird for thinking that was weird, because I thought everyone brushed their tongue. I learned it from some old PBS cartoon when I was a kid and always did it since. Turns out most people don't brush their tongue or even their teeth every day, and most people don't floss ever. I used to be friends with a girl whose teeth were so untouched she had green plaque around her gums. I used to have to hold my breath when she spoke to me to avoid smelling hers. I once just outright asked, "Have you ever tried flossing, or mouthwash?" I find out this bitch doesn't even like brushing. Now, I didn't clean my tongue at that stage, but I flossed every day and had never even considered the idea of someone avoiding brushing. I was thoroughly horrified after that. Yep. Also, if you want to know whether your breath stinks, lick the back of your hand, like, full tongue lick, like a cat grooming itself, and then smell it. Go on, do it now. No one is watching. If it smells bad, go scrub your tongue. Then have a mint. I just did it and now my daughter is staring at me like I'm a freak. You said no one was watching, liar. If your shoes smell after a long day, try spraying some ethanol in the insides of your shoes. Ethanol just kills off the bacteria inside, usually what's responsible for the smell, and in the morning your shoes smell like new. Where can I buy ethanol? Any liquor store should have plenty in a variety of flavors, but seriously, if you want the flavorless kind, the pharmacy section of any grocery type store should have some. Clean your ears. I've noticed that a lot of people tend to neglect their ears. Take a wet wash rag and run it around and behind your ears. Don't stick anything inside of your ear canal, but make sure you wipe up the dirt/wax that's around/on your ears. Flossing. People don't realize how much shit gets stuck in their teeth that can't be reached by a toothbrush. I also used to have a huge problem with cavities, but have not had a single one since I started flossing daily. Plus, now I just feel gross when I don't do it. Once you do it, you'll realize why dentists always know when you're lying about whether or not you floss lol. Did somebody here ever try those water gun things instead of flossing? I heard it's easier, faster and cleaner. I don't floss often, maybe 2 times a week, and think about trying such thing. My dentist said that those things are useless, especially for the price they are, and to just stick to brushing and flossing. Interesting how everybody's dentist has a different opinion about water flossing. Maybe I will just test it myself. Wash your hands, even if you don't think they are dirty. They are. After living in a dorm 1 year at the beginning of college with a shared floor bathroom, I was surprised to learn a lot of people, a staggering amount, don't wash their hands. Even after coming out of a freaking stall. If I have to hear one more person claim they don't use deodorant because they don't need it, I'm gonna lose my mind. Edit, I've lost my mind. Edit 2, for those who think deodorant is just a cover-up of odors. I don't think you understand how deodorant works. The odor isn't caused by the sweat, it's caused by the bacteria and fungus on your skin. Germs ingest your dead skin cells and sweat, and a byproduct of that process is basically swamp gas. Deodorant causes a change in the pH which is inhospitable to those germs. East Asians, arguably, can get away with it. There's a genetic quirk common in the East Asian population which changes how apocrine sweat glands work. As a result, they don't tend to get much underarm odor. Also, they end up with the dry type of ear wax. Genetics are really insane. Literally everyone else should be wearing deodorant though. Washing your hands along with washing your feet in the shower. I always end up scrubbing my feet the best I can. People don't wash everything when in the shower. Nope. I've dated at least 3 guys who assumed the soapy water falling down their body was enough to leave the feet alone. All 3 of them had fungal infections on their feet though. Meanwhile, I haven't had a serious one since I had a verruca like 18 years ago. Funny that you say this, I rarely wash below my knees in the shower and have never had athlete's foot or anything. At least until last week, got a fungal infection on my shin and now I wash my legs every day. Same except no fungus. 42 years. Using the same kitchen rag/sponge for months if not 1 to 2 years without cleaning it. I am looking at you, Mom. Look into your hair type and how much you should wash it and how else it needs to be taken care of. My hair used to be terrible because I didn't read into what I needed for the kind of hair I have. Agreed. I was the type to religiously wash my hair every day, usually with garbage dollar store shampoo. It felt gross if I didn't. Finally, my stylist advised me to thoroughly wash only every 2 to 3 days, get better shampoo and use less of it. I was stripping my scalp of its normal oils and causing it to overproduce. It felt and was very oily for a while, but it balanced itself out. Now, unless I'm super sweaty or go into a pool etc., it's once every 3 days for me. If I've had a low-key week, it's ponytail day 4 and wash it the next day. Dry shampoos are wonderful too. Dry shampoo is a lot like deodorant. Put it on before you get dirty to avoid getting dirty. I like to put dry shampoo in on day 2 hair and it always gives me an extra day or 2 of good hair. Don't use douche/hard soap on your vagina. Water should do just fine unless you have a yeast infection, which there is medicine for, and you still don't need to use douche in that case. Edit, wash the parts that grow hair with gentle soap. Don't put anything inside of you. Adding to this, it's because anything other than water will disturb the natural pH of your vagina, which gives yeast etc. more chance to grow. Floss before brushing, not after. Rinse first if there's a lot of particulate. That way you get rid of all the gunk that comes out of your teeth when you floss. Ashamed to say it, but I was wiping my ass wrong for the longest time. I used to poop and stand up to wipe, which of course mashed it all up and meant I was wiping for ages because it was squashed into my ass hair. I would wipe until I was raw. People would say wipe sitting down, but as I'm a fat guy I thought there's no way for me wipe sitting down because I cover the whole seat. I wasn't until this year I realized all I had to do was lean forward slightly and wipe through the gap between my ass and the seat. No one ever taught me this. Now, even with the really messy loads, it's 4 or 5 wipes and done. Literally changed my life. Edit, lots of people giving me input on how to keep my ass tidy. Consider this a general polite thanks and save your breath. Perfectly happy with my ass situation, Ian. Has anyone mentioned your laptop mouse? Because it's fucking disgusting. What about all those time you scratched your balls? Swatted a fly? Touched your phone? Etc. It's all on the mouse. Take care of your teeth. My parents never took me to the dentist much as a kid, and I don't think I went at all from age 12 to 22, and when I got my first job with insurance I thought I should go, and learned that I had like 15 small cavities. I spent the next couple of years getting cavities filled, 1 root canal and 1 crown. I went yesterday for a regular checkup and learned that one of my fillings broke and I have to get a crown installed at $500 out of pocket cost. It's so much more important to take care of your teeth than I ever really understood. They are incredibly important for obvious reasons and incredibly expensive to fix. Take care of your teeth and floss regularly. Which of these mistakes do you make? Leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you wanna see more videos like this one.